Thank you so much for being here with us today. Again, we know you have a lot of choices when it comes to entertainment across the board. But luckily enough, you're damaged enough to be into what we do here. Hi, I'm Patrick Merton. I'm the host of this abandoned ship steering into the night. You know, rough waters ahead, storms a brewing, lightning crashes in the distance. Everyone's on alert. Things are strange out there. Stay vigilant. Make sense of your life. Thanks, guys, for being here. Do you think he'll do a Trey's update? I love that guy. There's no Trey's updates. Do you understand? There's not going to be any big Trey's Mala breaking news. Second verse, same as the first. Oh, what did he do today? Do tours down to Boulder Dam? Great guy. Talk more shit. I want it to be known I haven't been on stage in 8 months. And I could beat any of you any goddamn day. Cocky, Patrick. Let's go! Let's go. And by the way, it has to be a real show. I'm not going down to Chanclas Cantinas. You know, the home of murder and the home of whores galores. Am I right? Get real. This is a real serious show. We do real serious topics here, and I won't come down. Before the show started, I set up a camera, a Brad cam. People wanted a Brad cam, but, you know, not much activity on the old Brad front. Brad cam is uneventful. A minute ago, she was chewing on her bully stick. I don't know if you know what a bully stick is or how they work, but it smells like when your dog starts chewing into a bully stick, it smells like you've moved your entire world into an elephant's pen at the zoo. I don't know how they get it. It's, the ingredients say 100% bull pizzle, which is, as far as I know, just esophagus muscles. Hey, do us a favor before we get rolling today. Give us a like, subscribe, hit the buttons. It helps with the algorithm. It helps get us a little attention over there. And if you don't like us, by all means, hit hate or whatever the button is now. Do you have a referral code for the bully stick? No. No, I do not. But I do have a referral code for the overdose. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. People are really taking advantage of the 20% off code Melinda. Good all month long. Some people signing up at full price. I don't mind that. Somebody in the chat says it's bull penis tips. I hope that's not true. If so, I've got a gay dog. What is she doing now? This is not an interjet. For all you know, she could be dead right now. This could be a dead animal in the corner of the studio. I will say this. When I first started doing shows with her in here, I think this is only the second one. She was so nervous about the lights. She didn't understand why I was screaming into a stick. And now she's just, I'm so boring, she's asleep. Yeah, I can sleep through him screaming and, I'll just find a quiet corner. I like the low lights. It helps me chill. Anyway, promo code Melinda. And while you're there, NobodyLikesOnions.com/store. People are loving the red hats. I thought the white one would sell more than the red. The red is the seller. So pick one of those up. And again, if you're an Overdose subscriber, automatically you're going to save, 15%. Right off the squippy tippy toppy. So thank you very much. What are we going to get into today? Just the Ty Rivera update. I wasn't going to do a show. And you might say, Patrick, aren't you behind on shows? Yes, there's 2 shows that are pre-recorded. One with our old pal Sheffrey. That need to be put out still. And I've been on, what have you been doing, Patrick? Why aren't these shows out? Once you're a father, you don't know what it's like to be a dad. Okay? That little fluff right there over there, that is my world, okay? You wouldn't understand unless you were a parent. I'm up in the morning, I'm up in the evening. Tonight, first night, we're going to try to not sleep in a crate. And I know that's soon, but, you know, she's very bright. She's on an accelerated program over here. Thanks for tuning into The Onion. Tell your friends about it. NobodyLikesOnions.com. Find out what we're all about and look for the clues in the code of the website. What if there was? Guys, welcome to the show. Come hell or high host. We're going to have a good one today. Ty Rivera. Now, I talked about this on a past show, but again, that show isn't released, so you might not be up to snuff or caught up. That idiom didn't work. The point is, Ty Rivera has decided, in his immense success here in Las Vegas, that he is going to launch a residency headliner program in Las Vegas at a major hotel and casino. Now, none of that is true. It will be at the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. What is the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino? Ty said it was a place where when he was a hooker, you know, word is he's still a hooker, but Ty said back when he was a man whore, his words, you know, this is all straight from the goose's goat. Do geese have geit? What's plural for goat? Geit? You know, so he said he used to hook here. So this is a prostitution place. I also received word that this place gets government funding, or city or county funding, because it acts as this Thunderbird Hotel and Casino is more like a motel and soup kitchen. They get funding from some municipality to, I'm not shitting you, feed the homeless X many times a week. So this is a place where homeless people and, you know, the disenfranchised, and when I say homeless, I mean people experiencing homeless, come in here for food. So imagine that, you know, it's like 6 p.m. Everybody's handing out minestrone and hot rolls to people in, like, you know, emergency shiny blankets like they're giving out to the border kids. And then, you know, they're like around 8:15. They're like, all right, guys, we got to clear this area and sweep up all the pasta chunks off the floor because we got Ty Rivera, comedian no one asked for, doing a residency here. This is a guy that's been literally almost run out of every comedy club in town. He's had altercations with almost every comedian worth anything in town. He surrounds himself by, you know, sycophantic open micers who don't know better. I feel bad for them. Most of them are waking up and tuning into the Onions. They know what's what, and they're into the real stuff.
In the world. In the world.
So people love it, and they're starting to flip on Ty. Now, Ty still has a few dummies fooled, and of course he has a circle of, you know, idiotic ethnic women who are holed up in their homes in, you know, McAllen, Texas, who saw him at a bar once 18 years ago. when he looked like a person. Before he injected his face with, I don't know what he does. He must look at every Craigslist ad that comes out that's like, hey, want to make $50? We have a barrel of toxic goo, a la the Ninja Turtles, that we'd like you to inject into your body. Be interested in that? And everybody'd be like, yeah, sure. Why not? No. Just the fucking absolute, most desperate, derelict humans would go for this. Either shoot something in my arm or shoot something in my ass. Either way, give me those sweet, sweet, sweet $50 bills. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Fill up my ass with stuff. Corn chowder and comedy. Right? This is real. I mean, I'm not, when you say I've got a resident show, Kool-Aid had a resident show on the Strip in the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino. Now, when you deep dive on it, it was on the second floor of a Senior Frogs. Somebody, people get a hold of these comics, and this is not a slam to Kool-Aid, by the way. I like Kool-Aid, and I think Kool-Aid's funny. But Kool-Aid was not ready for an hour show in Las Vegas. And if he was, then it wasn't directed and produced correctly. And it didn't go well. Okay. But at least Kool-Aid didn't lose money on that. He made money on it. A producer came along and put the money down. Ty Rivera, losing friends by the dozen. Ty Rivera, being burned from comedy clubs by the dozen. No one wants him there. It causes too much drama. I'm sorry. I see Ty Rivera on your poster. Ooh, I'm staying away. And, there's so many better gigs on a Wednesday night. I also don't understand the whole, the lack of, I guess the overall just lack of self-awareness and cognitive understanding, basically, I guess, of how much work it takes to put something good enough to put your name on it on. You know what I mean? Like Chanclas, whatever. It's at a bar. And by the way, you're doing this show at the same place as Chanclas Wednesday nights. Doesn't this cannibalize it a little bit? Because you're at Chanclas every Wednesday. You're like, you've made this proclamation a lot. I'll be at Chanclas every Wednesday. Don't worry about it. Well, why would I pay to go see you in the same shithole on Friday and Saturday? $20 when it's free. And frankly, I've been staying away from the Thai stuff because it's boring. It's repetitive garbage. And I'm not mentally ill, so I just can't go along for the ride like dumb people do. But if you're into Thai and like Thai, that's fine. And welcome. Welcome to the channel just to hate me. Subscribe, hate the show. No fucks given over here. You're welcome. We like that kind of stuff. And by the way, if you can change my mind, I deserve that. Bring me the evidence, we're still all arguing about whether Trick stole a joke from him. It's like, again, tell me the joke. What's the joke? No one can say the joke because there's not a joke. There's an idea of kind of a joke, but it's really just some guy's name, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, these aren't, this isn't a joke. No, I do a bit about Best Buy. It's like, okay. That's not stealing your joke, okay? That's making a joke about a store that millions of people visit every year. Pretty popular. And again, I would just ask, what's the joke? Like, if I had a joke stolen from me, I'd be able to tell you the joke in an elevator pitch type situation. Like, oh, the joke is this. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, 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 ba. You know what I mean? That's how I come. Bad news, though. Ty Rivera had teamed up with this guy, Ralph Tatella, a newer comic. I feel bad for Ralph. I like Ralph. He's a nice guy, but we're going to get a little dirty on Ralph. Like, you're an idiot for hanging out with this guy, okay? Ty's a fucking moron. He doesn't know anything. And by the way, Ralph, you're not ready to be featuring. You posted, not long ago while opening up for Ty at a comedy club where you're supposed to be doing 30, that you only have 25 minutes of material. Posting that is almost as bad as taking the gig when you didn't have it. Like, look, take the gig and make it stretch, baby. That's how you do it as a comic. I don't even hate the hustle for taking the gig because Ty's dumb enough to offer you a 30-minute gig when you're not really, truly ready for that. But that's how you get ready. You make the leaps. You take the jumps. So I'm not mad at you for that. What I'm mad at you about is while you're working the club, you write up. Almost got to 30 tonight. Like, ugh. So now Ty grabs this guy who's barely ready to road feature, learning the ropes, doing it, but still. All these, the problem is too, all these Vegas comics they headline these local shows, which could be as little as 10 or 15 minutes, just at the tail end of an open mic. And so they think in their minds they're headliners. It's like you work at a Foot Locker. You know what I mean? Your parents run a State Farm franchise. Okay? And you alphabetize things on the weekend for them. Okay? If you never leave this town, this is like, well, give us the Trey's Mal update. It's like, why would I? He was on a bus again today telling people about the Hoover Dam. Next. So these are the people, though, they think they're headliners. They think they're comics. Now, Ralph is a full-time comic, apparently. But, if you're saying you got 25 minutes, you're stretching to make 30, you're not ready, and you should keep that to yourself, even if you take those gigs. Again, not mad at you for taking the gigs, but don't tell people that. It's not a good look. And I get that your whole vibe is like humble guy. It's like, we'll see, we'll see. But either way, no but ill will for Ralph to tell it. And we don't know what happened here, but I knew this would be a disaster. You come out, there's no demand for you at all. You can't even get booked at all the places you used to get booked. You're Ty Rivera. And now, because there's no demand for you, you get this bright idea in your head. I know. I'll self-fund and self-produce a 4-show-a-week headlining residency in Las Vegas, where you're competing with literally the likes of everybody from Daniel Tosh to Bill Maher, who are in town for the weekend, at the Mirage. So it's kind of fucking bananas, not to mention all the residencies and other local headliners that are at more convenient casinos on the Strip, not the Thunderbird Stabbery. Let's look at the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino, and let's do a check-in on Brad to make sure she is still dead. So that's great. Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. This is 100 Thunderbird. Let's get real. I was looking this up the other day. I forgot what I found about it. Let's check prices. $73 a night, $41 a night, $29 a night. This is a hooker hotel. El Rancho Hotel and Casino. Thunderbird Boutique Hotel. Now, this is their website, so this is as good as it'll ever look. But this is a decrepit old building with just wood panels. It used to be a Hooters. Here's the chapel and a hospital. Here, if you ever wanted to get married in a shower, this is a great spot. Hey, did you ever want to get married in the Eyes Wide Shut ballroom? This is the place for you, amongst the ghouls, geists, spirits, goblins, and other apparitions of our time. Hey, do you like the most simple bedrooms that look like IKEA sets? Don't mind the price tags on everything. And if you're not getting this from the audio version, it's really killer stuff. You should see. Look, it looks a lot nicer than I expected it to look, I'll be honest, but you can tell it's lipstick on a pig. Those are the best rooms. Look at what they advertise. Mixed race marriage, which we don't endorse that kind of thing. Marriage. So yeah, This is it. The retro boutique and hotel. When your place of business is just a giant shithole, you don't get to call it retro like you did something on purpose. Yeah. When your budget ran out before you got a chance to update the curtains and sheets in 88% of the rooms, you don't get to call it retro. When there's blood stains on the wall, you don't get to call it retro just because those are old victims, huh? That's not how retro looks.
I don't like the look of it.
So that's what we're dealing with. And that, again, this is the website, Royal Showroom. So this is the showroom Ty is going to be in, just so you know. The Royal Showroom. I don't know what it seats. Let's see. 350 people, 3,500 square feet. 350 people. 4 shows every week. 4 shows every week. Every week. Friday and Saturday, the hardest nights to compete for entertainment. Do they have anything on the website about... By the way, if you called up and wanted that room on a Friday and Saturday for anything else, I think you would be able to take it away from Ty. Like, I want to rent that room maybe on a Friday night and just throw a pity party in it. So when I saw this, big announcement. Ty Rivera is opening a show with Ralph Tutela, 2 nobodies. I'm sorry to say the thing. I'm a nobody too. I lump myself in that category. 2 nobodies putting up a show, a headlining show in Vegas. Are you out of your goddamn gourds? This guy is a fucking idiot. Like, way to grab at fruit that was never in your reach, You're shooting for the moon and landing amongst the bugs. This will not get off the ground. I will be securing a ticket for this live stream. I have visitors in town on the night this show opens. It will be the first people staying in my house, friends. I don't care. I'm putting aside all plans. We'll be here opening night next Friday, June 11th, watching, critiquing, the live stream. Can you imagine? We've all seen the production value of Ty's podcasts and videos, right? Okay. This is a guy who, when he can be bothered to do video, which is 15% of the time, and that's being generous. If he has a guest, he'll do video. Otherwise, this motherfucker doesn't inflate his cheeks. So I can't imagine the quality of this live stream. A guy who doesn't understand video, doesn't understand sound, has no money, no budget, no ability to hook anything up and broadcast anything. What are you going to go through the fucking motel Wi-Fi to broadcast this? It's going to be shit. Don't be surprised if we lose all the money we spend tricking him into buying a ticket for this. I don't know when to buy a ticket for it because I don't know if he's sold any yet. It's going to be suspicious. That's how you know it's not going to be a successful tour when you sell a ticket and it's like, hold on. He's like, I can't imagine opening something in Vegas without doing research, testing, coming up with these guys don't ever like come up with a website or marketing materials or a logo or a social media marketing budget or any kind of promotional plan, radio outlets, media outlets. Imagine this. You got Gooch, Brandon Hahn. He's a radio guy, but you've burned every goddamn bridge. You can't go perform at clubs anymore. So you can't plug it on stage. You can't show off your mediocre goddamn jokes anymore. So nobody even gets a chance to know whether they like to come see you or not. This is shit. You made fun of a radio guy, you dummy. I'm gonna go on the radio. Yeah, all he does is talk to thousands of locals every day. Why would you want that for the opening of your soup kitchen show? Like, this guy is a fucking idiot. squared. Tim Buck says that hotel is not using Ubiquity. Any good TripAdvisor photos? Yeah, this is what I wanted to get at. You know, we're looking at the website here. Let's get into the dirty, right? Let's go like TripAdvisor, where they're advertising rooms for $33, $41. Not since the Strat. Has anybody ever? Okay, so the Thunderbird Boutique Hotel. Let's get in here. Yeah, because the guest photos, these will be the real deal, right? Yeah, this looks sketch AF. The rooms actually, I'm telling you, look way not. These are from the hotel. This must be the front desk / nook. Same cheesy photo. This looks like a reality show. What am I in? The Circle. This looks like a production studio. Ty doesn't like. Imagine him like you're not gonna hire. You're not gonna hire like lighting people and sound people. He's gonna get friends to do this. He's gonna trade out spots to like open micers. I can't imagine doing this without a logo, a name, marketing material, like no planning at all. Just, hey, everybody, next month, me and a guy I tricked will be doing a show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today that dream changes. Dateline ties Facebook. Okay, so a bit. Oh, sorry. Okay, so a bit of rebranding is in order. The other day, the comic I was partnering with, unnecessary, to do the Kings of Las Vegas, let me know he wouldn't be able to move forward. Now, notice, now that he's not working with Ralph anymore, he can't even say Ralph's name. You guys were the Kings of Las Vegas. If two kings have an argument and go their separate ways, do they refuse to acknowledge each other going forward? Who are the kings of comedy? Chris Rock, Tucker, Seinfeld? So very weird to be like, the other guy I was doing the show with, you guys are the Kings of Las Vegas. The other guy? Surely you'll mention Xerxes' name. Campbell's for comedy, Soup Kitchen Show, good ring to it. Bring in your cans of soup. Yeah. For a tie, bring in a can of soup, feed a tie for a lifetime. This, I'm telling you right now, guys, I can't imagine this getting to the second weekend. And if it does, how fucking cringe. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this. Do you understand? We can't wait. Put it on. So anyway, the update. Me and the other guy, the other king? Imagine, like, who are the kings of comedy? I can't remember now. Bernie, Mac, Chris Rock. Do you think they don't acknowledge any, you think Chris Rock pretends Bernie Mac never existed? Well, we had a parting of ways. And again, I wonder what happened. Ralph Tatella seems super fucking chill to me and go along with anything. I guarantee you, Ty Rivera flipping out, high strung. I had back channel words about his dumb festival. He tried to throw a festival together laughed out queer comedy festival. We're the first gay festival in Las Vegas. It's like, great. It was a flop. It was a giant flop. Jocelyn Sharp saved the whole thing. Stephen Roberts hated working with you. It'll never go again. Not with you. You burned every bridge. He thinks he's like best friends with Tim Dillon now because you met another gay who does comedy. Tim Dillon doesn't know your fucking name anymore, sweetie. Steve Harvey, DL Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie McDonald. Those were the quinks of comedy. Will you like the video, you fucking chunks? Did I get you good on that one? Thanks. Oh God, I hate algorithms and the way they move. Continuing. So the guy had to let me know he wouldn't be able to move forward. There was no argument, blow up or anything. It's just what had to happen. There was no argument or blow up yet. I can't even say his name anymore. Say his name. Say his name. Oh God, Brad. Are you dead? Would you guys like to see if I can get Brad to respond via some treats? Okay. Oh, we got an alive, real dog, everybody. Am I right? She is not having it, y'all. I think adorable. Just the cutest dog. I'd kill for that. I'd stop doing the show, you know. Donate to Brad, by the way. Bully sticks are very expensive. She's about to get her bully stick. She's awake now. She's had the taste of flesh. And she won't be satiated. All right. There was no argument or blow up or anything. I just can't ever mention the guy's name or talk about him again. That's the way it is. Totally normal. It's just what had to happen. I'll be honest and say that this is a bit stressful because now I have the full responsibility of the show falling on me. If you were putting it on Ralph Tutela, the guy with 25 minutes of material, you're another idiot. Like, you are sharing the responsibility of this show with Ralph Tutela. You know, two guys trying to rub sticks together to make a little bit of smoke. The King's Castle is built on pillars of salt, pillars of sand. Yeah, I agree with that stuff. Financially, there will also need to be an adjustment. Could this mean, I don't know what this means, but it's a weird thing to bring up. Could this mean that Ralph Tutela was financing or funding this? Word got back because I slammed it the other night. I was like, what are you doing, dude? This is so cringe. Ralph, shake yourself out of it. Ralph seems like a decent guy. You don't want to go down the road with this mental patient. I'm telling you. So maybe Ralph's friends and family got a hold of him, sat him down, did an intervention. They were like, don't do this. It's a bad move, bro. Don't give this guy any money. He's been run out of town. He's run out of everywhere Ralph goes, people talk to him about Ty. Like, oh my God, you know the Ty? Cringe of Las Vegas. KRING. This dog is worthless. Send her back. Lock her up. Anyway, the idea is also changing.
Oh no.
This is never good, by the way. Premium. How am I going to pay for my premium Zoom account now? Anyway, the idea is also changing. I've got basically a week to figure it all out. LOL. Anyway, if you want to buy tickets, that's in my bio. As low as $10 for locals. If you want to get the live stream, hit my DMs. See, again, if the only way to watch this live stream is to DM him. Number two, like maybe that, because also if you're Ralph Tutela, you have a shred of intelligence. You watch this, you go like, he's telling people to DM him for tickets. This is what I mean. No infrastructure, no forethought, no planning. You're not even like set up for success. This is crazy. Like DM me for ticket. Imagine the Blue Man Group. There's 3 of them. You think you can DM all of them for tickets? DM us for tickets. That's how the show works. Oh, all the best shows in Vegas, you got to DM. You got to DM if you want to get in. It's so fucking retarded. I love it. I love it. People and you, if you think this is mean or bullying, it's not. People like this deserve to fail. Not everybody deserves to make a living at stand-up comedy. Not everybody gets to buy their dad a coffin. Anyway, if you want to buy tickets, that's in my bio. $10. And by the way, great pitch. Oh well, my partner quit. My financing has backed out. We're changing the entire idea for the show. I've got a week to figure that out. Anyway, buy tickets. What? How fucking stupid do you think I am?
We got one!
No. This is what you just said. Hey guys, the guy I was gonna do the show with, my co-king. The whole premise of that show is insane, right? Kings don't hang out with other kings. They're too busy doing king things. You know what I mean? You never saw Simba and move. Who was Simba's dad? Leon? I don't even know. Anyway, kings don't hang out a lot together. They don't get along. That's why Scar. I've never seen The Lion King. Do you know that? I had never heard of it. And the first I ever heard of it was the Broadway show, and the pictures of those women reminded me, they had like beads on their, very Africanized, obviously. But the picture of those women reminded me of that when I used to jerk off to Nat Geo, magazine when I was a young pop. Speaking of pops, look at that dog. Have you ever seen any dog as cute as that dog, huh?
In the world.
Anyway. Mufasa? Wait, I can't. It doesn't really matter. The whole point of this all is
high school.
He tells you everything's falling apart. This is literally what he says. I mean, read the shit, right? My partner quit. My financing needs to be figured out now. I'm feeling stressed because it's all falling apart. The idea of the show is changing, and I have a week to figure it out. Anyway, if you want to buy tickets, that's in my bio. Season headliner. Panicking over this. Okay. Hold on to your hats, everybody. It's gonna be fun. If you please subscribe to the channel. I don't care whether you like the videos and stuff. Subscribe to the channel and especially sign up for notifications. You're going to want to watch this with us. Don't give Ty the money. Imagine him having to DM. How do you even know you're going to get DM'd back for things if you're even if you're like a listener of this show and you're like, I'd like to give Ty a fair shake and watch his show and throw him some money. He's going to be suspicious of you. We'll get the feed. If I have to send a man a comic down there myself to film it and get a cell phone private stream, we will. Because it deserves to be reviewed. You need to know it. I need to know it. We need to know what's going on.
Come on, man.
Wrapping it up. This is not ideal, but this is life. Oh, and if you know any variety acts that might be interested in helping me build, let them know or let me know. Even that, he doesn't have a plan for communication. Let them know or let me know or let them know to let me know or let me know to let them know or let each other, we'll let each others know, have their people get to my people. Like, this is going to be a disaster. Imagine asking for tickets in this fucking idea salad of a post. Still think this guy's great and sane and well respected in the community. You're out of your mind. He's doing a comedy show out of the back of a fucking roach coach. That's offensive. I know.
And it's going to go bad.
Let's get into it. Latest edition of Unbothered. He put this up today. We haven't covered one of these in forever. I'm going to let you know. Since we don't talk about Ty's numbers don't do great. He's put this show up about 5 hours ago. He's sitting at 37 views. Oh God, I can't even. I haven't heard it. I don't know what it's about. We're gonna try to listen to it. I might do a lot of scrolling for this one. I'd like to go have myself a little evening. I wanted to let you know next Friday, no matter what, rain or shine, we will be here. We will be watching Ty's stream. It's gotta be gross. I'd like to call the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. Actually, are they? Can we call? How do I launch a call program? Somebody get me the number for Tylenol PM and Casino. What is it? Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. Big Irish J messaged me. Grand opening, grand closing. Yeah, no shit. God damn you, man, Hove. Pack the Thunderbird again. Give me the number. Somebody in the chat. Look up the phone number to Thunderbird Hotel and Papitas. And we will give it a ringy dingy. 702. I imagine. Somebody Google it faster than me. I'm sure Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. Yeah. 489 7500. Yeah, let's call that. I'd like to just know.
Thank you for calling the fitness. This is Yesenia. How may I assist you?
Yeah, is there somebody there who's in charge of like the entertainment?
Like for the showroom and stuff?
Yeah.
So the email, you can send your inquiry over to my email and I can forward it over to them.
Oh no, I'm just trying to find out about the there's a show starting next week, Ty Rivera?
I don't know if the restaurant is hosting that. I can go ahead and transfer it over, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be great. I love the restaurant.
Okay.
Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Please stay.
Okay.
Chanclas Cantina, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out some information about Ty Rivera next weekend.
About who?
Is there a comedy show next weekend?
Oh, yes, That's usually on Wednesday nights.
Oh, I thought there was one on Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Ty, is that you? Okay, now I recognize your voice. No, tomorrow they have an HBO reality show guest that's coming in.
Ah. Okay.
And then Saturday they have Eddie's birthday party, which is a surprise party.
Oh, nice.
And they're gonna have a couple of other birthdays also.
Oh, great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, awesome. All right, thank you.
And tonight they have something from what do you call Wu-Tang guy is bringing in some people tonight.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right. Sure. Bye.
They thought I was Ty.
Smoke weed every day.
Wow. Weed, baby. Come on. They thought I was Ty? What the fuck just happened? So, okay, let's get this straight, everybody. And Alex, we were slamming your strip show earlier at Senior Frogs, but not in a bad way. I was just saying you probably weren't quite ready for a strip show yet. And, you know, it's unfortunate because it kind of makes it not go well when it's not like produced right or put together well or whatever. But also when you're not ready, when you're like thrown in to do that, like, and again, maybe, look, if you're ready, you're ready, but, you know, it wasn't directed or put together well enough to survive. And this is Ty Rivera throwing something together on his own. I just called down to Chanclas Hotel and Keys Made While You Wait, and front desk. I go, hey, do you know anything about entertainment? And they're like, you can email me and I'll forward it to the guy. That's what she said. Go play it back. What? This is the same way you buy tickets from oh God. Yeah. DM me and we'll get you a link to the stream. Yeah. Email me. I'll email the guy. I was like, no, I'm interested in buying tickets. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Let me get you to the restaurant. Imagine being a tourist coming into Vegas. Somehow, despite the lack of complete budget for advertising and planning and guaranteed no word of mouth, you find yourself attracted and interested in going. Let's say you run into Ty Rivera in a fucking alleyway. He offers you some cuckoo. Or maybe you're getting your dick sucked by him at the Thunderbird. Act like it hasn't happened before. His words, not mine. And he I can't believe what just happened. Like, I'm still processing it myself. Let's go back. Can we listen back to it? I'd like to listen back. Because it blew my mind in ways that I wasn't expecting to have my mind ever blown. Let's see how we could possibly go back and listen to this. Maybe somehow, despite the lack of okay, that's gonna go way back. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see if I can find. Okay. All right. Thank you.
And tonight.
Thank you. Whoa. Yeah, let's call that. I'd like to just know. Oh, you want tickets to a show? Let me get you over to the restaurant.
Thank you for calling the fitness. This is Yesenia. How may I assist you?
Yeah. Is there somebody there's in charge of like the entertainment?
Like for the showroom and stuff?
Yeah.
So the email, you can send your inquiry over to my email and I can forward it over to them.
Oh, dope. Oh no, I'm just trying to find out about the. There's a show starting next week? Ty Rivera.
I don't know if the restaurant is hosting that. I can go ahead and transfer it over, okay?
Maybe in the restaurant. I love the restaurant. I don't know who performs taco adjacent.
Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Please stay.
Okay. Did they ever find a cook? She said, Ty, is that you? I knew I recognized your voice. She thinks I'm Ty.
Chanclas Cantina, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out some information about Ty Rivera next weekend.
About who?
Is there a comedy show next weekend?
Oh, yes. That's usually on Wednesday nights.
Oh, I thought there was one on Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Ty, is that you? Okay, now I recognize your voice. No, tomorrow they have an HBO reality show that's coming in.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. This is a woman who isn't even, she knows Ty and isn't even aware there's a show starting next week. There's no promotion going up on in the bar, in the restaurant. I'd have table stands up. I'd have posters. The bartenders would be telling you about the show. Oh, no. We got a guy doing a rodeo, bull riding. Is that what? No one knows about this show. If you want a ticket, DM me. Are you out of your mind? Get the fuck out of here. Big J Happy Meal is texting me. Is this Ty? Yeah. What is that? The world is folding in on itself and I can't contain it. 37 views. What is happening? If he gets 37 people in his show, I'll blow my goddamn brains out. We got a dog. We got a dog cam. She ain't having it, y'all. She's stretching. Oh, now she's curious in the camera. Lay down. Lay down. Sometimes I think she can tell when she's on cam and she's like, not now. Let's get into it. No video, because why would he try ever at anything? Torn.
This episode of Unbothered by Ty Rivera is dedicated to the memory of Miss Jalissa P. Rivera.
Everything bothers him.
He's unbothered.
He calls it unbothered, but that's what's cute, because everything bothers him. He's bothered. I'm a botherina.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Unbothered by Ty Rivera. That's right, it's Unbothered by Ty Rivera. It's a sad day here at Rivera Manor, Casa de Bijou.
I would like to know, look,
whatever you want to call it.
I would never, hold on.
What you call this place. Christopher's Cat.
I call it a cold day in hell. I want to know, look, I would never give out anyone's address. I would never do anything to hurt anybody. But some of you people know, listening to this, Alex Ansel, big gay Hollingsworth. I can't. It's the easiest joke and it makes no sense. I like that guy. Look, get me the name of his apartment complex, please. I have to know. It sounded like she said, you're on Wednesday. Oh, fuck. Can we please listen to this on infinite loop? How did she think you were Ty? You didn't have any reverb on. Shit. Look, I would like to know. Oh, God, what's happening? Oh, no. We're losing her. Oh, no. That's crazy creep. Don't eat the camera, you fucking nut. Let's get an ass shot. She's sport. I'm worried that the fame will go to her head. Really. Look at that yawn. Is there any more cute or spoiled dog? I don't care what anybody says. I give her massages. I'm so dog dad gay. She was like really white when I got her. Now her adult coat is coming in. She's getting creamy as fuck. Parchment. That's what they like to call it in the doodle piss. But anyway, it's a dog. So what is she doing now? Don't eat the carpet. Hey, don't eat the carpet. She likes to eat anything and everything, and her teeth are just falling out of her, like a little psycho. Ty Rivera, sorry.
Castle was one name.
Please just anonymously. I won't say your name, who sent me it or whatever. Just let me know the name of his apartment complex so we can look it up. I just want to see what a fucking shithole this guy lives in. And by the way, I live in the most basic bitch McMansion that exists. So I'm not bragging. I just I gotta know. Because here's why. If you send me the website of the apartment complex, I can look up what the apartments look like inside, and I want to see the furnishings. I want to see the builder grade / rental grade fixtures on the walls. Yep, it's a puppy. Get used to it. Ty Rivera.
We had spitballed around here, me and Beej do a lot of brainstorming.
Yeah, you're alone with your dog. You've chased every friend out of your life. We're alone a lot.
She's also the looks. Bijou is everything. She's currently supposed to be enjoying a Whimsy's alligator. Whimsy's alligator is the never to be sponsor of Unbothered by Ty Rivera, but we still give them a shout out anyway, and we still put our Amazon affiliate.
By the way, again, if you feed your dog that crap, go look at the ingredients of
never
Whimsy's.
mind that, because I had a steak last night. And I always give Bijou the bone. And I know there's some debate about whether or not you should give bones. My dog is a dog. She's going to have a bone every once in a while, is what it is.
My dog going to have a bone.
Whimsy. I gave her a whimsy, but she just decided to stash it somewhere in her bed.
Daddy gets a bone?
Working on that bone right now.
Bijou gets a
luck,
bone.
I'll be working on a bone. Just playing. Just playing.
Oh, no.
Anyway, speaking of deliciousness, Carla's Homemade Salsa.
Ugh.
That is the official sponsor of Unbothered.
By the way,
Rivera. And also,
I shouldn't say this because this is not where my fight lies right now. What is happening? Have you ever? I got a text the other day. I can't ignore this. I would do this to anybody, even a fucking friend of mine. So the fact that I have beef with this guy right now has nothing to do with anything. Butch Bradley posted on social media, tonight I'll have 5 jars of salsa, $20 a jar after my show. If you want me to hold one for you, let me know. $5 extra gets you chips. I'm not kidding you. I don't know even what to say about this. And look, do it. By all means, do it. I hope your wife's or girlfriend, whoever's, so I hope it's the best salsa in the world. Our taste tester said it was a bit salty, but maybe we got a bad batch. But I will tell you this. You setting up and selling. Oh, hi. Welcome to this corner. Look at that dog. She's very active now, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to. I'll have her put down very soon. Very soon. She's out of here. Look. Butch was voted by I don't know who does the thing, the best of Vegas or whatever, funniest comedian in Las Vegas. Okay, now again, these titles mean jack shit to anyone. But obviously, it's a great thing to have. Las Vegas Journal or whatever, funniest comedian of Las Vegas, and it's great for me to have a clip of Butch Bradley saying that I'm funnier than him. I think that means I can use the clip funnier than the funniest, or use that credit, But you setting up 5 jars of salsa and corn chips after your show. And by the way, Butch has a legit residency, okay? Butch has a legit Las Vegas residency. Long running, years now, I think. So, a real thing. It cheapens the whole deal. Letting Ty Rivera mention your wife's product on his stream, cheapens the whole deal. It's shit. It's a manic, ass pixie who's a mental patient / a little unhinged, unwell. Anyone on Ty Rivera's side, I'm telling you right now, you will regret it. You will. Ask the rest of us on this side. We've already seen the light. And add, Rolf Turtle to the ever-growing list. I'm just look, I had a report from someone who was at Butch's show, and they said it looked like a goddamn flea market. Just a heads up, comics are talking about you. And when you say you're the best comic in Vegas, and then you're 5 jars of salsa, do you need 100 that bad? This is like when like Ty Rivera or people say like, you're never out at Chanclas. You're never out at the shows. I make more money at home. If it's legit trying to promote your girlfriend's business, I don't know what her capacity is. You guys blowing out 5 jars at a time is insane. It's insane. But I hope it's good. I hope it goes well. I hope you get bought out by Pace Picante Paws.
Should mention Cindy Calderon. I just mentioned her name because she comments on stuff, and I know she's not private like that now. She's private, but not private like that. Cindy Calderon, thank you very much for sending Bijou whimsies. Cindy Calderon has been very nice, very supportive of everything I've done. And I just want to give credit where it's due, and I know that she's not going to let you mooches get to her anyway.
6 months later.
Like, why don't you eat a dick? Why don't you get a talent? Anyway, thank you, Cindy. I definitely do appreciate you. But Carlos Homemade Salsa, I'm back on it because there was no riff between me and Carlos Homemade Salsa. I love Carlos Homemade Salsa. But I was in Little Rock, Arkansas over the weekend. Well, the whole last week, because the way that it worked out was flights have gone back to their normal price and maybe a little bit higher than they used to be. So the way that it was going to work out best, because I had to be there on Wednesday.
Good news. Rooms at the old Thunderbird are cheaper than ever.
Usually you do Thursday to Sunday or Thursday to Saturday, depending on the club. But this one was Wednesday to Sunday. And the options were limited as far as inexpensive flights. And I'm not going to pay ridiculous money to fly out to Little Rock, Arkansas. I was doing the Looney Bin, which I do like the Looney Bin comedy chains. I feel like they're the best chain, like they're the best suited chain for me because they tend to be in quote unquote redneck areas. So, Little Rock,
they are
Arkansas,
kind of
Wichita,
some
Kansas,
of the Looney
Oklahoma
Bins are the
City,
most fun
Oklahoma,
clubs, but I would
Tulsa,
bury
Oklahoma.
this guy.
Those are the locations.
This guy would never get on a stage anyway. I swear to God. Please. Any charity, any money amount, name the challenge. Please get on a stage with me. You fucking ineffective boob. You low energy fuck. God damn. Remember a year ago? We're in July. This is it. Coming up. 1 month. July, he said last year, I'm quitting 1 month from today. He said it. I'm quitting in a year. Go to TyRiveraComedy.com. Look it up for yourself. That is not a photoshopped image, okay? By the way, there's an anonymous Ty Talk chat box there. Feel free to leave comments as you wish. Some people, clown on me there. I don't care. You're allowed to have an opinion. I don't give any fucks. There's a difference between Ty. Ty will lie to you to make you like him. I give it no shits. If you think Ty's a great guy, go join Ty. It's fine. No love lost. Thunderbird, go what?
The Looney Bins. And so I really like working those chains. But I was looking for a flight, and what happened was the only flight that was going to work out was going to be like a 1 a.m. flight on Tuesday, which we all know 1 a.m. really means Monday night is what that means. And so I had to fly out on Monday night, and then I was gone until the following Monday I think I flew in at 5 p.m., which turned out to be a blessing. I'm going to tell you guys the way this all worked out, and I'm going to tell you guys where I'm at with everything and the way that things worked out for me in Little Rock. Here's the thing that happened for me in Little Rock. I had really great.
Imagine giving a fuck.
Show was super duper fun. The Sunday show, which there was some debate over whether or not we should have had a Sunday show in the first place, just because it's Memorial Day weekend, or it was Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of people, especially with the way the weather was in Little Rock, aren't going to want to be indoors in a comedy club when they can be grilling or on a lake or doing something fun like that. So there was a little debate.
Why be trapped in an escape room with Ty Rivera when you could be anywhere else?
I had a good time with the 6 people. I had a good time in Little Rock in general. But the thing I've been doing lately, and I know we haven't had a chance to catch up with the one-on-ones because I've been doing the guest episodes, and technically, I have a guest episode right now, but I just haven't edited it yet. And the other thing that's holding me
Imagine
back
editing.
There's a little bit of controversy with the person that I recorded with, which usually, me, I'll dive right in with controversy.
Oh, he must have just a speculation, but he must have recorded an episode with Ralph Tartella. And now he's had a falling out with this guy. He's like, nah, I don't even know if I can put it out because now my dual stand-up Kings of Comedy show, I can't carry an hour, so now I got to have jugglers. Have fun with 6 people. Had fun with the 6 people. Oh, when I tuned into this, I didn't know there was an episode today. Chris Waldeck messaged me. Chris Waldeck messaged me every time Ty posts an episode. Look at this idiot. He doesn't say that, but we all know what it means. Like, Ty thinks we're all just like new unbothered. Great. No, we're all just like, look at this fucking dope cracking again. So I go over and look. There were 2 people watching it. I was one of them. When I tuned in, there were 2 people watching. You're saying there were 6? You're saying there were 3 times more. By the way, in this stream right now, 26 is what I'm seeing. And we've had 178 individual people check it out. 26 of them stayed. Yeah, because you do have to be mentally ill to be into this. Who cares about a guy? It's just like, but when you stumble on you want a pro tip, a YouTube channel I've been watching that I'll give a shout out to, That Chapter. Look up the guy who does a YouTube channel called That Chapter. It's great. He just covers like serial killers and shit. Oh, you can watch him all day long. He's Irish too, so every time he says tree or 30 tree or the 29th. It's good though. And it reminds me of that. It's like when you find a guy who's this fucking bananas, you can't help but stare at the car crash, at the wreck. Give us a like, huh? So yeah, he must have recorded an episode with Tortella, and now he can't put it out because they've had.
I don't care about controversy that way. I'll post whatever I want to post. I do what I want, but
you're never hiding when you have to do a voice to do your own thoughts.
What happened was, I'm kind of torn in this situation, and this is kind of rare for me, but you'll end up seeing on the episode because what happened was. I'm friends with this guy. His name's Alex Elkin. He's a comedian, and I don't want to throw him under the bus in any way. But at the same time, I'm in a little bit of a conundrum, a perplexing situation, let's say, because since
no dog to be seen, I think she might be gone. She might have left me.
That I really don't agree with, and then on the podcast, I was feeling a little cheated in the conversation just because you know what Unbothered is about. You come on.
No, we don't.
So
we've never heard a topic discussed other than something someone did to you.
Doing that thing that sometimes people do, which I will be honest when I say that I don't respect this move. And if any of you know Alex Elkin and you decide to tell him that I'm saying this, tell him. I'll probably send him a text message or something that just kind of
gross
that I was talking about this today, because I'm going to say something similar on the preamble, for lack of a better term, that I'm going to have to put on the next episode, which is going to be having our conversation. And I'm not going to edit anything out of the conversation at all, just because I want it to be a fair representation of exactly what happened. You know, I've already talked about it before. On the guest episodes, I really don't edit.
Oh, Ty said there were 6 people at his show in Little Rock. That's the 6 people thing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, the fact is, the head you have to have on you to think, I know. All the clubs have stopped working me. Work is drying up left and right. Comics who were my friends and vouched for me, he's running out of comics he can name drop who are his friends, you know? Because we all know better. It's like Dan Ninen saying he opens for Russell Peters. It's like, Russell Peters tweets about you being a creep who wants to wear his skin. You know? Ty does the same thing. He's like, actually, I'm friends with Brant Tobler. My friend. It's like, these guys hate you. They all talk like all these people this is specifically about Brant. But you need to be woken the fuck up. There are several group chats where people just clown on you and make memes all day long. I'm part of a few of them. I don't participate, but I do laugh at all the things. Wake the fuck up, bro. You're not beloved. Oh, I know, I'll start my own thing. Like, okay.
Editing it. Which I try to do as few edits as possible, but sometimes I'm too much with the and whatever else, verbal.
That's my other thing, like he's like, I have to edit because I do too many ums, and it's like, yeah, you're not good at this. You're not a good speaker. You're not a good orator. It sounds like you don't want to be doing this. You have no energy. You have no thoughts. You have nothing to offer. We're not learning anything. This is like a vlog you should keep for your fucking children. You will never have, lest they blow their brains out as soon as they're old enough to understand that their father's a failure. He couldn't take care of his dad, and they're sure not going to take care of you. This is a bad, bad, bad idea. I need to turn this on and air out several personal things and plug salsa. Imagine you did have a popular show that had listeners. This place can fulfill half dozens of jars a week. Like, what do we do? What is happening? And no offense, I don't want salsa made in someone's house. I don't. It has nothing to do with knowing the house it's from and who's in it. I don't want salsa cooked on a conventional stovetop. I don't want salsa cooked next to a dirty air fryer in a subdivision. I'll taste it. I'll taste the mediocre urbanity of your life. And by the way, I fit in. I consider myself part of that trope. But and the reason I'm sick of homemade salsa. I'd like a pro to do it now. Homemade salsa. What's homemade? Name one thing you've ever made in your house that tastes better than a guy who knows what he's doing with professional commercial grade equipment. Homemade salsa. No, thank you. Get me a Mexican behind a wolf. It's a brand of. Right, I don't have time to explain to you good stuff. I guarantee you this is cooked on a goddamn Whirlpool or a Kenmore. I don't know.
Fillers that I come up with. And I get sometimes I'll edit those out, but I really don't like to do a lot of editing even on my own because I feel like, okay, this is all going to make sense. Now, when I do the daily,
it never does.
A lot of editing sometimes because sometimes I'm like, I want this over here, and I should have talked about that there. That would be better fit right here. And so on the dailies, there's a lot of a lot of editing, but I haven't done a daily in a while. I need to get back to the dailies, but I've got so much going on right now.
Anyway, don't.
Let me do first things first here. Okay, so what happened was I had Alex Elkin on. He's having a situation where the internet is trying to get him canceled, or a certain faction of the internet is trying to get him canceled. And I like him. I've known him for years. I want to say 15 years that I've known Alex Elkin. And he's a family man. And I don't think he deserves to be canceled. But at the same time, when he came on the episode, which that was the day that I was supposed to fly out, and I really made a lot of efforts to make that happen. And I admit fully, I pursued him because I wanted to have that conversation. But
no one pursues you.
Necessarily going to be open to having the conversation in the most honest way, because what happens is, and you'll see it on the
By the
episode,
way, I don't know who Alex Elkin is, but I just Googled him and looked him up. He has 745 Twitter followers. You can't be canceled if you never got started. What are you talking about? It's like trying to cancel a fucking anonymous egg account with 29 followers. Who's trying to cancel Alex Elkin? I don't know him. By the way, he may be a very funny comic. This isn't an indictment of him, his comedic skills, or his character, although if he's friends with Ty, which he probably isn't, this is just Ty manifesting garbage again. Whew. You know, salsa washers and dryers. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like I just looked this guy up. Alex Elkin's 2016 comedy competition champion. Okay. He's also a Jungle Cruise skipper for the Disneyland Resort. Right. From Oregon, he follows 430 people. He's got 740 fucking followers. I get him canceled. By what? Like what? What? From the Jungle Cruise? Everything this guy says is bull hooey. Ty.
About why they're trying to cancel him, and he's saying it's just because he used the word patriots in the title. And then, but I also follow him on social media, so I know that he'll put some memes out there that are kind of inflammatory. So my thinking is, and obviously if I've seen the memes before, it's not like
they don't go far. He has 700 followers. His memes don't have a lot of reach. So don't worry about him getting canceled. This is another fake fire Ty's trying to put out.
For the most part, I've seen a lot of his stuff, so I don't really think he was going to blindside me with anything, or I was going to turn into an awkward situation. It just would have been like, oh, okay, well, so that's what it is that quote-unquote triggered them. Then things make more sense. But you'll hear on the episode, he keeps dodging the question or not, just saying that it wasn't anything like that. And then at one point, he cops to it, and he was like, I said something like, and it's like, just admit what you did.
1,200
Say,
Instagram followers.
Trolling. And sometimes I like to really get under people's skin when I'm trolling. So I'll say these inflammatory things, and I did that, and they got mad. And it's like, oh, okay. But then when it comes to that, it's like I can't really full on defend you, because if I don't feel like you've told me the story, I don't know what I'm defending exactly. And maybe I did miss a meme or something like that. I've had a few friends do that.
I miss a meme.
I really don't like the tactics of the left when it comes to the way that they do their cancellations of people, because they'll go through every friend that supports that person. They'll start posting like screenshots of the people that have liked different posts, and sometimes the post had nothing to do with the thing that they're trying to cancel them about, but just the fact that anybody is still supporting this person.
He has 400 subscribers on YouTube. Like, what are we talking about?
After we've told you that he's terrible and he's a proud boy, which I really don't believe he's a proud boy, but we told you he's all of these terrible things. So how could you possibly like him? I guess you need to be canceled too. I guess we need to comb your social media and try to find something to get you banned on. And these no-lifes, this is the way that they operate, and I just can't get.
Can you imagine recording these basic bitch thoughts that we all have throughout the day for other people?
I've seen them do it before, where they'll be like,
and you might say, Patrick, don't you make a living doing that? It's like, yeah, but you know, at least I give a fuck, and my voice doesn't just sound this. It's this one note whiny, you know, go nowhere rambling that I can't. It's just
like, yeah, I posted something that could be construed as racist.
I have to skip because he's still going on about this guy.
Mother's Day, I think, was when all that. No, it was Easter when all of that was going down, because I did the Good Friday episode, and so when I think about everything that's gone down and the way that it all went, I don't regret any of the way that it went down, aside from, like, I maintain always me letting loose on Jimmy Kimmel's sister, and like I said, only because.
How are we still talking about Bobby and Crystal and Jill Kimmel and Matt Markman and just like, we don't care. We all get it. You are a failure. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. Yeah, nobody likes you anymore. Moving on.
You know, this is, and really we'll learn lessons over and over throughout our lives, and certain lessons will hopefully learn the first time. But if we don't,
Honey, you're a lost boy.
learn 'em until we
Hopefully, we just keep repeating the same mistakes, and hopefully, we fool enough people to keep ourselves deluded.
But I don't regret calling out joke thievery. I don't regret.
There's no joke that was
calling out
stolen. You
people
still
trying to
can't
play
name
that
it.
game
High school.
I don't regret any of that stuff.
Come
And
on, man.
I hope that in the future, even though some people have vilified me since
Come on,
then,
man.
I hope that in the future, the next time somebody comes out and like says something that's actually valid.
Come on, man.
Because that's what nobody wants to really talk about. And I don't care.
No.
I don't care if
Every
anybody
time
wants to
I
talk
brought it
about
up
this
in a
stuff or
thread, he
not.
kept changing the subject. Like, well, you're
Nobody
fat.
really wants to mention, because I'll see people.
I was like, just real quick, what was a joke that got stolen? Michael
haven't
Jackson.
talked to me since then, or I haven't seen since then, and I wouldn't say hadn't talked to me like it's a bad thing.
Somebody said if Ty would use the concept of making show notes, he might move off the same 4 topics after a year.
And
Right.
on social media lately, I've been doing so much to promote my upcoming residency.
Ah!
2 shows a night, 8 p.m.
And again,
10 p.m.
I want you to know,
and that's going to be running.
I've been doing 2 shows a night, 8 p.m., 10 p.m., Friday night. Sorry, I've been busy. I've been doing so much to promote it. It's like 2 posts about it on a social media. The people at the venue, both the restaurant and the front desk, don't have a clue who Ty Rivera is, or what. Like, they thought I was Ty Rivera. They're like, you're on Wednesday, honey. It's like a week out. No one has an idea how to get tickets to this. DM me. This is a garbage fire. If you're an act thinking about messaging Ty Rivera to be a part of this shitbox, you better send me footage and inside information. I need to watch this burn. Horde. I need to watch it burn. Horde.
We're just doing a 2-month trial run, but we'll extend it out if things go the way.
I'm telling you, if this goes 2 months, I'll eat my own pubes live on the show. I wish this was a bit, but I just said it. Let's make it a thing. If this goes, hold me to this. It'll be gross, but I will do it. It's crazier shit. I just said it and I'm high, but now I will keep to this. As long as we get 5 likes in the next 2 minutes. If he runs, I'm not shitting you, 8 weeks, 16 shows, 8 nights. Sorry. If he runs 8 weeks, 16 shows, I'm really bad at maths. 32 shows, 8 weeks, 2 shows a night for 16 nights. No, not your pubes. I will eat my own pubes live on the show. If he goes 8 weeks, and that's not even 2 months, probably. 8 weeks. I'll eat my own pubes. That's how sure I am. It'll never fucking occur. You're out of your mind if you think that's ever happening. I'm serious. The curve of possibilities, 50-50, the first weekend doesn't happen. 75-25, the live stream doesn't happen. 75-25, there's no second week. And 95-5, there's no third week. And then it just goes to 5 nines. There is no fucking way. I'll eat it with Carla's chips and salsa. Will someone order me some Carla's chips and salsa? We have a P.O. box on our website, nobodylikesthings.com. Go to the contact us on the very last tab. Please, someone mail me, please, Carla's salsa. Let's go. Let's review it on the show. If it's good salsa, it's good salsa. Now, look, we got to do it discreetly so that maybe I'll obtain some from a personal connection. Wink, wink. People know. Get me some Carla's salsa. I'd like to try. Look, if it's good salsa, I'll tell you it's good salsa. Like, who doesn't want good salsa? I'll send you the rest of mine. It's salty as fuck. Don't send me open jars. By the way, we have a P.O. box, nobodylikesaliens.com. You can find our P.O. box. Send us stuff in Las Vegas. It's not just a P.O. box. It's a mail acceptable. So if you got a UPS package or you want to, become the next bomber and kill me, go ahead. I just ask that you subscribe to the Overdose before you do it. And also pick up some dope merch thread. Do they call them threads anymore? Now we know the secret ingredient in homemade. So yeah, definitely.
And I've made really good progress with what I'm doing as far as the streaming.
Can't wait to see it.
And I have a particular plan, and it's just a matter of putting it into action. And
do you understand how insane this sounds? He's like, oh, and I've done a ton of work on the stream. And I want you to remember this. I want you to remember that he said this. I've done a ton of work on the stream. We've got it's going to be awesome. I've just got to put the plan into place. I cannot wait to see this stream. I'm telling you right now, I know 3 mistakes he's going to make as a guy who's never done anything live streaming related, that it's going to be fucking so fucking funny. I can't wait. By the way, I'll give you these right now for predictions. By the way, are we still up and running at nobodylikesonions.com/Thai bingo? I think you can still go there and play along with this live if you want. I didn't plug this at the beginning of the show. nobodylikesonions.com/Thai bingo. Play along for when he mentions this stuff. This will always make Ty Rivera shows more fun. So I meant to plug that earlier. I totally forgot. TyRiveraBingo.com. You're going to love playing along, making it a game, having a little fun. It's kind of what we do here over at The Onion. I will eat pubes.
Well, I've already started putting it into action. And so, it's just a matter of continuing with that cycle, which is also something.
I've planned a great stream. I just got to put it into action. Well, I've already started putting it into action. I just got to keep that cycle. The cycle of putting a plan into action? What are you talking about? Have you ever done anything in your life?
Sadhguru had mentioned. He mentioned that if you change directions of what you're doing every couple of minutes, then you're never going to get anywhere. So you just got to take one way, or decide that one thing is your goal and works towards that.
So this is a guy who literally just goes, if you keep just, changing directions, you'll never get anything done. Meanwhile, the last 8 months, last year of Ty Rivera, let's sum it up. Fuck comedy. I'm going to quit. I'm going to be starting a Patreon soon. I travel and headline and ran a successful festival that he didn't run all over the city. He doesn't work all over the city anymore. I'm going to take time off and work on Chanclas and really get that going and growing. I'm going to dedicate that. I'll be there all the time working on that now. Patreon, why would I do a Patreon? What would even be on it? I need to get back to day vlogging. And now a residency. It's like the Patreon went from like, I'm loading it up with content. I'll announce it once there's content. I don't want to be one of these guys who does a bonus club and it has no content. Meanwhile, 3 months, 6 months later, we ask you, where's the Patreon? You go, I don't even know what I would put on a Patreon. Patreon, get out of here. It's like, because we would all see that you're making nothing. Nothing. You don't have fans. There's no money in comedy for Ty. I would never have to do another stand-up show and would make a living from internet fans of mine. You wouldn't know a fan if it bit you on your probably very expensive ass. Just a guess. This is where all your money. Imagine your dad sitting there like, one day he's going to take care of me. Meanwhile, just seeing you injecting every bit of money you make into your fucking constantly deflating face, trying to keep up this old brick house like it's some sort of landmark in the neighborhood. Meanwhile, we're all just like, when will that fucking decrepit building come down so we can build something nice in its place? Patrick, did you just say Ty deserves to die and another person deserves his spot on this earth? Yep! This guy's gonna kill me. Look, I like to be dramatic, and this is a comedy program. So you can't hold me to any of this stuff in court. The point is, like, this, I can't imagine this production, and I'm really looking forward to it. And now he's bragged about it. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, getting the stream up and ready. Just got to keep that cycle of activating the plan going.
Towards that goal. And that just makes perfect sense. And so all of my energy is dedicated to that when I'm on social media, even though I had a few times where I did step in to defend Alex Elkin a few times because they were able to cancel his show effectively. When we did the podcast episode, they were trying to cancel the show. And then he added fire to, or gas to the flames, which that I witnessed myself. And I'll talk about that. But
no one cares.
Here nor there. Outside of that, I'm really not spending a lot of time, you know, when I'm promoting and stuff, outside of promoting, I'm really not spending a lot of time on social media just for the fun of it or chatting with friends on social media. So
I guarantee you the sound is bad on this stream. I guarantee you the lighting and exposure is bad. I guarantee you there's not more than one angle. It's going to be shit.
Like the way I said it,
it's going to be
no
bad.
Sense to me. Because if somebody were stealing your car and you said, hey, motherfucker, you're stealing my car, or this motherfucker tried to steal my car, you know, if you stopped them from stealing your car and then you said, this motherfucker tried to steal my car, and then the thing that people wanted to talk about was, well, you didn't really have to call him a motherfucker. It's like, okay, so that's what we're worried about? And that's really the thing. People don't have a problem or don't.
I want you to look that he's had
I haven't met a single
one
person that doesn't think I was telling the truth.
one comment
That's
the whole show he's done.
Whoever feels
we
the
are
way about
20 minutes into his show, one comment in his live chat. He's got 3 thumbs up and 37 fucking views. This is what's happening, and it's real.
Very likely was.
I gotta go let.
So there's that.
My
But what
dog.
people don't
Give me
like
1
is that I
second.
decided
I'll let this
to
play.
Just break it down, and I don't like. For me, that part I don't regret. So it's you know, because here's the thing that'll happen in that kind of situation for me is I won't have to deal with anybody doing that to me again because people will know that there is a definite consequence. And with the number of views that particular episode got, it really did exactly what I needed it to do. It got about 10 times the views as anything else that I've been doing. And I wanted to call that out and call attention to that for several different reasons. Like I said, the head games, imagine if people were playing, like this is where people don't get how it's a dangerous game that they're playing. And I know I've touched on this a little bit, but this is just going to be me
I gotta hear
really
this.
going into it. Say I wasn't me. Say I was a weaker person. Do you realize that honestly, a weaker person might have killed themselves over everything that was going on in that situation? You had friends getting mad at me, or people I considered friends getting mad at me, and it was all for just doing the right thing. It was.
Let me tell you something. Here's why everyone's mad at you. You've picked fights with everyone, and you're a wrong emotional mental patient. You really have a lot wrong with you. You don't process fights. You're wrong a lot of time. You're prideful. You're not as good as you think you are. This is why everyone's mad at you, okay? You pick the fight, and then you act like a victim. It's childish behavior. We all got over it when we were in kindergarten, and somehow you didn't develop properly. Your brain's a little thick, like your dog. Like, Bijou must be the dumbest dog, and yet still smarter than you. She must sit there. I don't know what kind of it is. God rescue that dog. Please. He will use audio from his camera. Yeah. It's going to be, do you think he's hiring audio and video people? Do you think he knows what the fuck he's doing? He's going to lay light strips across the stage and say it was fucking fantastic while he sits there like this. I'm Caramel. Welcome to my big show. Imagine doing 2 shows, having the audacity to start doing 2 shows a night for 2 nights a week for 2 months trial. Not even ramping up to 2 shows a night. No, 2 shows a night. I almost want to watch both live streams. Because imagine doing a show. The first show, of course, is going to be, 17 people max in a room watching him. And the second show will have like 3 tickets sold. And you'll be like, why are you doing this to yourself? Do you hate your life? Fuck. And inviting the internet into it is insane. As if like everybody who wants to hear it they're going to come over here to the Onion. Watch it for free. We'll stream it. Don't worry about it. If this motherfucker streams it, which by the way, I'm telling you was a mistake and you should cancel that now. But he won't because he's too dumb. This thing's unraveling. Imagine like even launching a show on, a Vegas residency show, not having contracts drawn up. You're just like, well, Tatella's out. It's like when Tatella dumps you. Ugh. It's so good. Oh God, I don't even know what to say.
All for doing what you're supposed to do and taking the proper channels on your way.
Again, and we've asked this guy point blank, and still, by the way, I'll shut up forever. In the comments of that, Ty's watching right now live, or he'll watch later. Either way, here's what needs to happen. You have to just tell us the joke that was stolen. Just don't argue. Don't fight back. I told you if you just listen to my show, none of that. Just in the comments for this show, just write, here's the joke that was stolen, and then the joke. Stolen, and then the joke. That's it. Give us a starting point to go, hey, did you steal this joke? Because all you've done is mumble Michael Jackson shit and play clips that have there's no proof, Ty. So again, you going like, I've proven it, and why am I the bad guy for pointing out a thief? It's like, no. No one believes that.
To eventually doing that. So you all can continue to operate this way, but one day when you find that right weak person and they decide to end it because you all decided to gang up on them, remember that I warned you that this was going to happen. Because there are far weaker people by a lot.
You sound like you. Why does he always sound like he's taking a shit?
I don't worry about me as much as other people do because I live inside my body. I live inside my mind, and I know where it is I'm at.
Yeah, you definitely don't live in reality. That was so perfect.
While that was,
I love that.
I feel suicidal.
That was perfect. I live inside my mind. Oh, was that revealing?
Fucking bummed out by
I live in my mind.
I genuinely.
We call those people mental patients.
Pretend that they have your back. They pretend. Yeah, shit. Wherever we go down.
Everyone had your back until you started shitting on them. And by the way, one friend thought you were having a breakdown.
What you expect me to think about you, or if you...
One friend, DJ Sandu, thought you were having a breakdown. He messaged you like, hey, are you okay? I'm worried about you. And you went, fuck you. You don't know me. You're the mental patient. It's just like, okay. Well, I wonder why nobody has your back, dummy. It's like, keep being the victim. You're a bully. You're a liar. You shit on people. You use people. You take advantage of people, and you throw people under the bus. This is what you've done, and you're running out of cities and people to do it to. Everyone watched you do it in Phoenix. They watched you run to LA and do it. You ran back to Phoenix with your tail between your legs, scrounged up a few more contacts there, burned those bridges, and now you've run to Vegas in a relationship that didn't work out because that guy realized you were fucking nuts, and now you're alone in a shitty apartment with a dog that can't get away because it's dependent on you for fluids and solids. This is where we're at. Everyone that can get away gets away. This isn't made up. Everyone who can gets away gets away. I guarantee you put a stranger in one corner of a room and put Ty in another corner and call Bijou. Bijou rolls her dice with the stranger. Like, for real. Why would she not? painful stuff.
think that I respect you on any level. I can be friendly with you. I can be quote unquote friends with you.
No one
But
wants
doesn't mean
that.
that I actually respect you because I know
No one
when
need,
shit
like,
doesn't go
imagine needing the respect of a noble. Like, you're not a person people crave respect from. No one sits around going, oh man, geez, Ty doesn't respect. Like, no one, literally nobody.
down, you're not there. And instead of getting bitter about that or instead of holding that against people, I won't do that. But what I've decided to do is, for the most part, I withdraw my support from everybody.
He said, if you cross me, I'll end your life. I'll ruin you. He says all that. And he's like, well, if you cross me, I let it go.
Moving forward, like these people, yes, we can continue to be friends, but we'll be friends by your definition, and that's because you made.
I can't, like, this is
Not
such
me,
rehashing
anybody, not
of
even
just
themselves. And
his
you can tell by the
how
way
you
they
have to
conduct
interact with
themselves.
him.
You can tell
Just
by the way that
rules
they
for
have
his life,
opinions
you know?
about me, which really there should be no opinions about me from these open micers, but whatever it is,
That's the only people who hang out with you are open micers. What open micers have everyone I know talking shit about you is above you. Matt Markman is above you. Gooch is above you. Brant Tobler is above you. Jill Kimmel's above you. Sure, you've pissed off open micers. Amy Blackwell. Ralph Totella is even above you for recognizing the impending failure of this insane endeavor you're embarking on. I'm telling you, there's no one watching this show coming next week going like, this could work. Like, nobody. We're all going like, he sees he's going to hit the wall, right? Like, how many tickets are you think you're going to sell, Ty?
This is going great.
You know, it's like there's, again, you've seen the setup. I've told you everything. Is anybody in the chat going like, he could pull this off? He could pull it off. It's like, no, he couldn't. And look at this. There's a guy in the chat room, by the way. Second chat of the entire 25 minutes from one guy. I'm telling you, he had 2 viewers when I was watching him. He mentions my name here. Look at this. When Patrick Melton claims that you lie, I'm out. They can claim many things about you, but I do not believe that you are a liar. You don't believe this guy's a liar? I mean, I've given you like enough simple ones that like show a track record, okay? Him going, when I vouch for you, when I give your name, you better be ready, you better be good. I don't just work with anybody. You have to be a polished comic. When I vouch for you, you better be professional. You better show up on time. You got to have the material. I don't just take anybody on the road. We've seen him post. Anybody got a car? Come with me on the road. We've seen him post. Does anybody have 30 minutes? Come with me on the road. We've seen him take Ralph Totella on the road, who admits he only has 25 minutes of material. Then he takes Ralph Totella to headline Kings of... The Kings are Ty Rivera and Ralph Totella? Those are the Kings? Okay. Still no lies? Fine. Okay. Adam Dominguez documented this whole fucking thing, right? Adam Dominguez documented this whole fucking trip where Ty manipulated him, used him, threatened him over and over and over a year ago, 2019, 2 years ago, and this year when he threatened to go public with it again. Amy Blackwell threatened and used. All these other guys, Nick Garrett, we've heard about a million of these fucking guys. People who used to work with him don't work with him anymore. Even guys who don't want to come out and talk to about him, who have worked with him in the past. Here's something we know. Garrett Hall. I'm not going to say anything that I know anything or anything. We know this. Garrett Hall used to work for Ty. Doesn't work for Ty with Ty anymore. Why? Everyone sees through it. You use people. You lie about people. Okay? Trick stole my joke. Great. What's the joke? Michael Jackson. What's the joke? What's the joke? I can't. If you're like, I know one thing you're not is a lie. It's like, ugh. I'm doing a Patreon. What would I do a Patreon for? I don't even. Seriously? He doesn't lie. I'm going to be working at Chanclas and put all my time in it. 2 weeks later, I'll be starting my own show at the same venue as Chanclas. It's like, okay. I've been doing a lot to promote it. 2 social media posts. I've been putting a lot into it. Have you? People at the venue don't know about it. We just called. how much of his horse shit are you willing to just eat and keep telling yourself it tastes good? Like, that's fine. That's fine. There are way bigger lies and way bigger deceits. Carla's salsa is good. Okay. I'm kidding. I haven't had it.
It is. But a friend of mine was telling me that some open micers were saying some negative things about me. And
all of the comics are. I was out at the Dirty at 12:30. Big reopening last week. Oh my God. Everyone's laughed. Everyone just laughs. So stop. Like, I heard someone was talking about me for years. We haven't stopped. Are my ears burning? Bitch, your head's on fire.
It was just like, I don't care what these people say. And the reason I
imagine doing a whole segment on it for 28 minutes.
Care about what these people say is because I guarantee you, when I walk into a room and these people are there,
oh, he named a name.
Fucking peasant mouths. That's what's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna approach me. One of them, the one that I heard was talking the.
Why would anybody approach you? Like, this is such a fucking logical fallacy. It's like, oh, so if I stand in the corner and whisper about what a piece of shit you are to my friend group, if I don't approach you and say the same thing, I'm a bitch. Bitch, you're bitch made. We're allowed to be in a corner going, look at that idiot. And we will. I can't wait to be at a thing with you. I can't wait. I won't approach you either, but I will circle you several times farting. That's my power move.
Oh, shit. Is always talking shit about my guest a couple episodes ago, Diaz Mackey, and I've seen him because, you know, I'll challenge somebody because that's, you know.
I saw Diaz the other night. You know, no problems. I got no problems with anybody, just Ty. And by the way, I can't say this.
We were cool. I thought we were cool. I found out secondhand that we weren't cool because somebody, you know, they were talking shit to somebody I know about me, which is dumb. And also, like, you know, I talk to those people less and less. Like, the friends that tell me what other people are saying about me, I just eventually let them fade out because yes, maybe they think they're doing something, but I really don't think they always think they're doing something good. I think that that's a weird backhanded way of trying to tear down at you.
Alex Ansel said I did
really,
fart at him on him.
If that person wanted me to know that, then they would have approached me and said that. But like I said, they'll never do that on their mind that they thought to talk about me because
like, people don't have to. Yeah, if people want you to know, they'll approach you. Just because I'm talking shit about you doesn't mean I care that you know. Like, Alex Hansel says I got tea, by the way. Oh, text.
Time I think about that person is when I see them, and that's usually because they come up to me and hug me or give me a handshake. Usually I get hugs from people.
No, you don't.
You know,
if I catch someone hugging Ty, I might.
These people are on my mind. I mentioned
I might lose it
coming up. That's something I worked hard on, and it's something I'm working hard on now.
By the way, I think I caught Earl Skakel in Ty's chat room. That disgusts me.
I'm a child.
Like,
anyway,
listen, Earl,
that's that I'll continue to work hard on.
My name is, I like Earl Skakel.
That's where my focus is. So all the other stuff, I just tune it out. You know, like
Earl's like, I like to watch on my treadmill.
That's
my Earl Skakel impression.
Because I'm not gonna do streaming every weekend, but that first weekend I'm gonna stream.
I sent Earl Skakel my Dan Ninen video. He's like, I didn't know this guy fucking existed, but I mean.
And so many people have sent me, because it's $10 for the streaming, and you can hit me up if you want to check it out. This isn't meant to be a plug, but since we're talking about it, I might as well plug it. And, you know, the residency is at the Thunderbird Hotel, which if you're not familiar with the history of the Thunderbird, one time...
It's a haunted, guys-filled mansion.
And everybody got excited. I think it was 76 or something like that. And everybody got excited because they wanted to see Sanford and Son, you know, the guy from Sanford and Son. And obviously this was before the internet, so it was when everybody's eyes were fresh. Their ears were kind of fresh too, apparently, because when they went to go see Sanford and Son. They ended up getting Red Fox, which Red Fox has always been a super dirty, or had always been a super.
Thanks for the comedy history.
Raw comedian.
Tell us about Lenny Bruce next.
Makes me a perfect fit for the Thunderbird. People got offended and stuff, and so now I doubt people really don't get offended by what I do, even though I talk about a lot of quote unquote offensive things. It's rare that anybody has any real feelings about it because I'm good at what I do, and you can tell that it's jokes. And if anybody did have a problem with it, that's not something I'm worried about, just because if you can't understand jokes within the context of a comedy show, then I'm not trying to appeal to you anyway.
What are you talking about?
So, and I'm not going to get a network deal. It's not like NBC's beating down my door, ABC, CBS, Fox, none of them. And that's not
every review for Thunderbirds. A lot of homeless tweakers walking around.
Yes,
this place is a motel.
I wouldn't set myself up for that kind of failure unless there was a foolproof contract where even if I got fired for something that I said off air or it's something that I had done in my past, they still had to pay me out. Where's my pen, bitch? Get me my pocketbook. We signing this contract.
What?
I would definitely do that. Yeah, 100%. But if it was any kind of we don't have to pay you, and this will be a huge waste.
If you haven't seen our Dan Ninen show, go check it out. Like the channel.
Legalese.
Give us all the things. Give us a like. Give us a sub. Give us a follow. Give us a love.
And, this would be a huge waste of your time, and we don't have to pay you anything. And technically, we could sue you, because sometimes that's in the contract, too, that technically they could get damages from you because you didn't disclose. It would be impossible to do that with me, because I would be like, look, I'm disclosing everything. I've said everything at some point. So whether it was, when I was 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old, that's about as old as I got to now. But a person's past can only be so long.
What?
I've said every single thing that you can possibly say. So if there's any kind of clause in there, let's not even fuck with each other.
Santa Claus?
Or, like I said, let's sign it and we'll both roll the dice. But you're the one really rolling the dice because you have to pay me out no matter what. So then I would do it. But, no, I'm not subjecting myself to that. And I don't want to be at those people's mercy anyway. And I don't mean necessarily the network people, even though I've heard network people can be a bit of a nightmare.
He thinks he's in the running for network stuff.
Of the general public in that way. Like when you're doing something with the network,
I don't want to be.
You have to appeal
I don't
want
to no.
more SJW.
I don't want to be at the mercy of the general public and all these SJWs for my well-being. It's like, please buy tickets. Please. I would love to know. Leave it in the comments. Please. Leave a comment. You're watching this. You don't even have to explain anything or get involved. You don't want to, just type a number. How many people do you think will be at Ty Rivera's first show next week, June 11th? Again, right here. Friday night. Come spend it here with the Onions. I'll be here hosting it for you all night long. All right long. Okay? So come on back. But I'm interested to know. Let's get some over-under, some bets going. How many people do you think there'll be in the audience at the first show of Chanclas Carbuncle's weekend flea market / He's so old he thinks network TV is coming and knocking on his door. Yeah. I just got a communique. Ty has sent his videos complaining about tricks and others to one of the managers at LA Comedy Club, asking them to watch it. Multiple messages and multiple videos were sent until the manager finally responded and said, I don't want to get involved and I don't care. Now, how do you think Ty comes off in that? Can you send me the name of the manager? I won't say it. Just send me the name of the manager. His Crackle special is being filmed at Chanclas. 4 people you think will be there. Also, what platform do you think he'll stream it on? I think that's an interesting question too, right? What platform is this guy going to stream on? Zoom, Skype, Facebook Live? How is this going to work? He doesn't have a way to sell tickets. So I doubt there's any sort of infrastructure in place, content delivery network, authentication. This is going to be like, if you have the link, you can watch it. DM me if you'd like to buy the live stream. Like, what? Imagine Dana White, you know? It's a fucking UFC. He's like, do you want to stream the UFC in your home? DM me, bro. Skype, live on Skype, baby. Woo! Oh, God. I don't know if I know that manager. I don't really fuck with LA Comedy Club. It sounds like, you know, LA Comedy Club may be rising as somebody we're gonna have to talk about soon. But like, somebody goes, Patrick, you know, if you talk about LA Comedy Club, you'll probably never work there again. It's like, I haven't worked there since Butch got a residency. So that means, again, jack shit to me. I like Matt and Joaquin. I've known Matt and Joaquin for 12? No, hold on. That was 2000. Yeah, 15 years these guys have known. 14. But you know, if you don't want to work me because a guy doesn't get along with me, it's your club. You do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Like, I'd be a broken person if I staked my livelihood on LA Comedy Club. So I don't really care. The whole point of me doing what I do is no one takes this away. Like, no one. I've seen enough of all your shit canceled and taken and this and that. Come get it. You know. And by the way, I'm ready to die, so I don't really give a fuck either fucking way. 100%. These are real talks.
Social justice warrior types, you know? And I'll be honest, I really have no interest. I don't want to make those people happy. I don't care what those people think about anything. That's just the way I'm built now, you know? Because
he's going to use Pied Piper live on Tubi or MiniVids.
And this ties in with the getting in arguments with people and that kind of stuff and where I'm at with it. Like, I won't...
Where you're at with it's the same place you were 3 months ago. This is the same show over and over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised if he's trolling us, just cutting up the same conversation into different conversation.
Different points, or has gone on around me at different points. I think we're done with controversy, really, as far as the other comedians.
Yeah, you're out of people.
Or that's what my hope would be.
Victor Anderson's coming over, and Diaz. Diaz will never be there again.
But I think that sometimes people will be drawn to me because they think, you know, I'm going to hang out with you and I'm going to be a bad boy too. And it's like, yeah, you don't get the point of what I'm doing. I'm not trying to build a bad boy reputation. Really, I'd rather things not have gone down the way that they were. Anytime I've gotten into
no shit, because it didn't work out well for you. By the way, you're the one who's like, I'm going to bring the thunder and people better watch the fuck out. And then it like all didn't go your way. So now you're like, I wish it didn't happen like that. It's like, no shit. You like the dust settled and you're friendless and gigless. You know, and I wish it didn't have to be this way. We know. Dad's waiting.
I was on the road with different comics and they were tripping or whatever. That wasn't my ideal turnout. That wasn't what I wanted. What I wanted was for us to go on the road, everything to go the way that it was supposed to go, and for us to come back and for it to be uneventful. And I've had that happen with more comics than the opposite has happened with, but just the opposite has always been.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I consider too moving forward, but also my circle gets tighter and tighter all the time, and I'm fine with that. I realize that at different points
my circle gets tighter and tighter, and yet your asshole looser and looser.
You know, there have been a lot of people that have let me down when I really was pulling for them. You know, it's the Tyra Banks moment. We were all rooting for you, but it is really like that, you know, where I really wanted to help these people out and wanted to see them get ahead, and that's what my thing was. And then they realized that they had messed up at some point. And I think a lot of times their panic button gets hit and they feel like they have to say something negative about me before I say something negative about them.
No one has to. It just feels good.
For me, I would just not say anything at all. And I don't mean if I were them, I wouldn't say anything at all. I mean me. moving forward, like in even those.
This, I mean, seriously, we are months later and he's still just like, and when people say things about me, I don't really care, but they need to know that it's not professional and I are my friends. And the thing about Crystal is, and it's like, how are we still like, what hasn't been said about? You're still whining. Like, imagine whining 3 months later about how nobody believes that Trick stole your joke. And meanwhile, everyone's going, what's the joke? And you're like, why don't you guys believe me? It's like, what's the joke? I'll let it drop as a simple case of he said, she said. If you can just say a joke. Say a joke. Do you know a joke? Jews.
Situations after we had whatever run-in or situation we had on the road, I would just leave that alone and not try to make there be a consequence for them. It's never been a thing like that, you know, like when you take for
this scene's crazy. There's some guy named Artemo. Like, two people have told me this guy's thuggish and ratchet as fuck. I don't know him. And apparently he runs a show at a hotel at another one of these little boutique hotels. And he booked like Adam Dominguez to like headline for him, and then like Adam Dominguez was like texting a girl that he was fucking, like crazy shit, like talking shit about the dude. And this dude apparently is just like the kind of guy who like burns dogs with cigars, you know. And he's just like, when I see you, I'm gonna let you know how I'm not the one, you know, son. Like, I'm not the one, son. You know, like, whenever like thuggish guys start saying shit like that, like you've made us. And by the way, this is also, you guys could a party at a pool party. Like, I don't know what's what. People are messaging me right now. That dude is scummy as fuck. I don't know him, but you all are doing his show, right? Everybody's at this, like, he does a show called Splash. And everybody's like doing the show. And yet I just got multiple messages, more than 2, going, don't talk about him. He's scummy as fuck. Like, I don't know. I don't care. I didn't do anything to the dude. If he wants to fucking waste time on me, that's fine. What, Artemis? Isn't that the girl from, Always Sunny? The fat girl? He wore sunglasses indoors at the Dirty. Well, oh my God. I just went to Costco and bought 3 pairs of glasses. Spent $600. I haven't had glasses. These glasses are like a 2014 prescription. I need them so bad. I go from my contacts to my glasses. My contacts are like a current prescription. And my glasses are... hold on, there's motion on the side of my house. If I need to activate a trigger, I'm going to need to... Ooh, who's that guy? I think it was my neighbor just peeked into my zone. All right, cool. Look, I don't know the guy. I'm not talking shit. He posted, like, when I see Adam Dominguez, skulls will be fucked. Or something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, just posting shit like, you gonna find out why I'm not that motherfucker. Anytime anybody, you can feel the clap emojis in between words. It's like, ooh. But it sounds like I don't want to do that show, if that's the way it's gonna end. And then a girl told me that she got booked to do that show, and somebody told her to don't go there alone, go with a guy friend. And that he wanted her to wear a swimsuit or not to come. Sounds like the show to do. Send your attack dog. No. I don't have. Listen, my dog is not an attack dog. She's a lover. She gets whatever she wants. She's super, super soft. So you leave her alone. She gets pampered.
The Amy Blackwell situation. People made it
still
seem
talking
like
about
I blew
this.
that up.
You
But
did.
Technically, I let that go for a couple days.
You were recording this is again. He records people when they don't know he's recording them. You know what I mean? That's a shit move to do. You're recording people while they don't know you're recording them. And he tells people to do that too. Like, record everyone when you're near them. That way you have proof. A proof of what? Learn how to have a genuine relationship in life. This is insane.
Even after she had done, because what she did after
Because
she dropped
what
it
happened, no one
which
cares.
I was going to get back to Arizona. Like, all of this was in limbo for me. I almost said limbo, like, and did an entire Facebook Live about me and how she felt afraid for her life when she was on the road with me, which there's nothing I'm doing that makes anybody feel afraid for their lives.
Well, let's turn the tables then. You went on your Facebook and said the same thing about me. I've made it clear. I never want to fucking be near you. You're a fucking idiot. Okay? Not only that, I don't want to fucking hurt anyone. Okay? I think you're a goddamn clown. You're a delusional clown. I like laughing at you. I like seeing what you're going to do next. Kind of like a cute pet. You're not in any danger. Nothing I've ever said. I said, oh, stop until he kills himself. Okay? That's not me coming near you. You're in full control of that, by the way. How's it going? If you want to kill yourself, fucking kill yourself. I won't blink. I don't care. It's not a crime for me to say that. I think you're a loon. It wouldn't shock me if you did. And I'm not going to pretend I'll be sad if you do. Like, you're a nutcase, you know, but I'm not egging you on to do it. Please. I'm looking forward to the next season of Ty when it gets picked up by the networks. Hope they call soon, dork. The networks aren't calling. What network?
What were you afraid? I was going to be bitchy to death? Or, like, what did you think I was going to do?
Nothing.
But anyway, so she did this live and she come alone, and I didn't make an episode about it. Or
this is all just rehashing Amy Blackwell.
After this many years of dealing
Jill
with
Kimmel,
that much
Crystal.
shit, it's just second nature for me to be good at it, and words are my game. So
they're not. You can't do a live show. You have to cobble together and edit out. You just said yourself this show. I have to edit out all my ums and blanks because your thoughts are scattered and not organized. Again, I want one person who's a comic to come up to me in person or message me privately and go, Ty's actually a really good comic. My favorite joke of his is this. Okay? By the way, the fact that I'm prompting you to have to do that to me takes a little bit off of it, you know? I got to send you 3 clips of Bert Kreischer talking about my favorite joke of his. He's loved it for 13 years. He talks about it. He still talks about it every once in a while on his podcast. Unprompted. I don't go like, hey, bring up my great joke. Like, that's what happens when somebody's a memorable comic. They have a bit, oh, he's like that bit you did about the blah. Ty can't name bits that are stolen, and now he's telling you that he's Hemingway. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, this is what I do. I'm really good. After 2 decades, I'm pretty good with words. It's like hours and hours of internet footage would say otherwise.
So if you say something to me that's negative or something about me that's negative, I'm a comedian, and not only am I going to say something back in a lot of cases, I'm going to say something that's funnier.
Again, have you ever heard a comedian's podcast that was so devoid of humor? I mean, seriously, how many of these have we listened to? Have you ever heard a joke? I'm not talking about a slam or a little passive aggressive, a little bit of a fag rub, as I like to call it. You know, just kind of a little skosh of an insult. No. A joke, a funny, like a good one, a pun, you know, something really great, you know, a zinger. No, there's none. Oh my God. Is this the pod about Ty Rivera? Love him. Best gay comic ever. $20 super chat. Holy shit, everybody.
We got one!
Sean McCann. He's got a joke about Elvis that's pretty great. Name it. Oh, I saw that Sean. Is that Sean McCann? Is the guy that was on Big Irish Jay's podcast, right? That I like that Sean McCann guy. Where does he live? He should be a guest on the show. We would get along because we would just rant at each other. I was watching this, whatever the show was, Hollingsworthless. It was like him, a guy named Manny, a Sean, I believe that's the guy, and then another guy. And Sean, I think Sean had good opinions and good riffs. I like that. If he lives in Vegas, he should come on. I think he's an LA guy. He must be an LA guy. I got to get through this, man. I want dinner.
And I'm going to say something that people are going to get some entertainment out of.
You're not. 37 views.
But nobody should ever mistake me for actually liking any of this, because I would have preferred to have a chill, let's just get stuff done career. But I've had people threatening me or doing shitty stuff to me since the first time I went on the road. The first time I ever went on the road, this girl was so...
How was that? By the way, how is that better? You think you're threatening me? I've gotten threats every day since I started. It's like, okay. Great stuff.
So mean to me, and it was because she was mad because she bombed really bad, like bad, to the point where
he loves telling. It's like everybody's bombed.
Though, because
that's
like I said,
it doesn't
no
mean anything. Like, oh, this guy bombed. It's like, okay.
Is, you know? And when I say no hard feelings, what's to have hard feelings about? She doesn't do stand up anymore. Clearly, I won. But anyway, I know, petty way to look at it, but funny, right? Silly, but really, I don't care. I don't have hard feelings towards her. Plus, she lost an eye, and you know, once somebody loses,
what
an eye, and
the
not over
fuck
anything
are you
I did
talking
on that
about?
trip. I had nothing to do with her losing an eye.
I will never talk about anyone's loss of an eye. Right, Khalif?
But she did lose an eye, and I didn't know she had lost an eye. This is a quick story.
Hold on, real quick. Did she lose an eye though?
I'll tell you guys. This was back in MySpace days, and this was when her eye was just.
She swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die.
Oh no!
Diabetes properly, and I didn't know what was going on because after
I don't know what happened to the eye.
Up, you know, in the city that we were at because we were out of town. It was the first time I went on the road. Second, but
6 months later,
she thought I was being catty with her when I wasn't even thinking about her. There was a point in MySpace days, I don't know if you all remember.
He's still talking about Amy Blackwell.
She just got caught on a loop, you know? And so I had to go on this rant, and I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about you. I didn't even know that had happened.
Imagine going on like a 38-minute story to prove that you weren't even thinking about someone.
I mean, like, I may be like bitchy sometimes or whatever, but I wouldn't like do that, you know? I mean, and not just because it's just a shitty thing to do, but also.
So is sucking dick for money, but that didn't stop you. Thunderbird, everybody. If you're just joining us, a lot of people, first of all, give us a like and subscribe always. I just gotta keep mentioning that for the algo, but also make sure you go back and watch this show from the beginning. We called the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino. No one there, anywhere, in any part of that place, knows anything about Ty Rivera's residency or how to buy tickets or a show. And a woman in the bar thought I was Ty Rivera. It's very funny. You're going to want to listen to it. Did she ever find her eye? That is to say, your eye. Remember True Grit?
Because the public is going to turn on you if you do that. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't going to be supportive of that.
The public is going to turn on you if you do that. He just said if he was so bad that he did something, I don't even know what, it doesn't matter. He just said, if I was to do that, the public would turn on me. The public? The public isn't aware of you. As we'll see, June 11th, right down at Chanclas Casino. Play along, everybody. Nobody likes .com/Ty Rivera. There's still a little time left. If you have suggestions for what to put on the Ty Rivera bingo cards, new ideas, start a thread over at Facebook.com. Join our Nobody Likes Onions group. We have a page, but we also have a group. It's a private group. Come on in, share your dirtiest secrets where the public can't see them like Ty. We'd love to have you on board, okay?
They're going to be like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Even my best friends would be like, what the hell is the matter with you? Talking about this person's eye when they're about to lose it. And it turned out she was having benefits.
Thanks, Sword and Scale. You're my boo, too. Sword and Scale's a podcast. Check them out.
My attention. Then suddenly it's everywhere. I start to know. But
I think it's
that,
like,
isn't
it like a...
But she had been really shitty with me. They had been really shitty with me. And
it's like a justice porn type podcast.
She got booked on the show. Like, she wasn't even supposed to be on the shows, but then she got on the shows, and then she bombed to the point where the next day the owner came in, because the owner wasn't there on the Thursday or whatever, the first night we were there. And we were both just doing guest sets. I was doing guest sets. She was doing guest sets.
Still talking about Amy Blackwell.
But I was watching her while I was a kid, and she was already a grown woman. And
I don't know who he's talking about. This is insane.
I'm doing it 20, 30 years. So maybe I have 2 years to go because, I'm 18.
I wanted to see what the
they just
description for this show is. It makes me sick to see Earl Skakel commenting in his. There are things I don't like about the left, and there are things I don't like about the right. I'm basically torn on how to handle these things. Because no matter which side I go with, there will always be things I'm not comfortable. There will still be things that I'm not comfortable. Great. Outside of that, this episode is unbothered by Tyra. It talks about what I regret, pissing everybody off. What I don't regret, pissing everybody off. And why I think people always try to attack when they mess up. Hope you enjoy. None of that's been covered in this, by the way. It's all just been rambling about Jill Kimmel and Amy Blackwell.
Have this different thing, and she had that, and that was the first time I saw that. So the punishment was worth it on that level. But what happened was they were just treating me like shit because when the owner came in, he literally told the headliner, he was like, the girl, I got a bad report about her from my staff, and apparently she bombed. And he was like, she is not, and I'm sitting right next to the headliner hearing him tell her this, and he was like, she isn't, and I was trying to stare off into space and act like I wasn't hearing, because
get to it.
An awkward position, because I was friends with the girl, and I didn't want her to do poorly, I didn't feel like her doing then, being that. I have my iPhone. I was like, I haven't been thinking about you ever since we had our situation at that club. So I don't know what you're tripping off of right now. I'm sorry to hear about your eye, but that's not at all what my motivation is. And even back then, I think people should have known about me that I'm just way too confrontational for that stuff. Like with that situation when it happened with Tricks. I mean, like, I immediately walked up to him. I didn't, try to, I'm just going to take this straight to the internet.
Again, you're not confrontational because we've asked you several times, what's the joke he stole? You did an hour about it and couldn't name it. It's really like listening to the Russia investigation of Trump, and at the end we're like, all right, so what did he do? And they're just like, we told you. And it's like, oh, clearly that's why he's in jail. It's like just say the thing in simple terms. Give me a log line pitch. What's the joke he stole? Oh, Michael Jackson. Elvis. It's like that's not even. It's not even a premise. Do you know what I mean?
That's the kind of person I am. And so when it was this girl that was thinking that I was trying to talk about her on MySpace, I was just like, yeah, you clearly know nothing about me because I'm not hinting at anything. And then she ended up losing her eye anyway. Like, all the benefits in the world couldn't help that she wasn't taking care of her body, which I think kind of says a lot about everything.
Who is he talking about?
And a lot of
I don't know who this is about.
That do end up hating on me, because I think people do get tired of me because they think that maybe my life
get tired of you because
than it is, or more perfect than it is. Because
I mean, do you understand the delusion? I think the reason people don't like me and get tired of me is because they think my life is too easy and perfect. It's like everyone around you knows that you're toxic, start fights, lie compulsively, use people, record people covertly, you know, your little clandestine missions to get everybody from Amy Blackwell to Trix. Having recordings of these conversations is insane behavior, okay? You live in a shitty little apartment where when you have someone over, they have to sit in your kitchen while you dangle LED strips over their head like Medusa hair decorating a bookshelf, okay? And in your dumb mind, you think people think your life is too perfect. You've run every friend you have out of town and do podcasts with people with 70 fucking followers. And then you say that they're trying to be canceled. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I had a joke about Michael Jackson and his son blanket in 2008 when I did stand-up. Do you think Ty stole that from me? Good point, Moody. That means Michael Jackson has been off limits for all comedians since 2008, right? Lock him up, otherwise they're ripping me off.
I don't unload a lot of my problems. If you notice, even here on Unbothered, I'll tell you guys what it is that's going on with me.
What it is.
Certain places that I feel like people are messing up. But you notice I don't come at it from a victim mentality because I always feel like
that's good what it is. You know what it is, man.
And I'll end up doing what I need to do. Like, yeah, maybe I had to call this out, and maybe I'll even do less of it because the more clear-headed I get, the more I just don't care about anything, you know. And we're back to where we were before I took that weed break, which is what I want to say is I really feel like at the end of the day, weed just isn't going to be a thing for me. You know, it's not something that I can consistently.
Now he can't handle weed.
I think I might be old enough that I'm just done with that.
I agree with that, though. I actually agree with that.
Because we know how I am. And when I change my mind, I change my mind. So you guys are just going to have to allow me to be me. You're going to have to be the supportive partner that I don't have in real life. But that'll change, too. People get more into me all the time. I don't know why. It's weird the way things are.
They don't. Your numbers have trailed off on all your videos.
I'm not going to pretend it's not.
People keep getting more into me. It's like they're not. Since we've stopped looking at your videos, this is so insane. This is so insane. Yeah, I mean, you have one from 3 weeks ago with 190 views. It's like the last one we discussed and did a show about you on has 700. Where are you in your head? We'll see. June 11th. June 11th. He's streaming it. I can't believe he's streaming it. It's a mistake, Ty. I'm letting you know right now it's a mistake. When a comic with 25 minutes, Ralph Tateller, runs and goes, I don't want to be involved in this shit show, you know it's a shit show. It's a garbage fire. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Join the Overdose. Again, use code Melinda. You'll save money. I've had enough of you, and we've been doing this for, what are we at now? Where do I see the clock? I don't even know. 2.5 hours. You've had enough. This is going to be a bonus Overdose show only. Maybe, I don't know what's anymore. Lots of new stuff coming out in the next 24 hours. Check the feed. A show with Chef, another show I did predicting all this. But if you missed most of this one, you're going to want to go back and hit it. Okay, thank ya.
Your manner is most unbecoming of a gentleman. Would you be high on cigarettes?
I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes.
A question posed to stupid hoes who don't get it yet. Excuse me, miss. Are you high on cigarettes? I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes. All the laughter that you did, boy, if you listen to the show, boy, Patrick Melton faces.